I see it as it's a problem because of this issue that there are two sides evolving. But it's an evolving issue similar to Gaza and Israel war and the Democrat Party. It's a splinter issue. It's not healthy to let it fester. You have to pick one side or another to finish it.
I don't think, bro, like it's very simple for the way I see it. And then you turn out to be the most anti-nationalist thing ever. Like, that to me is I don't understand how he doesn't win the midterms to begin with.
Look, he doesn't have to win a re-election except the midterms. So next year is the midterm. If everything you say is correct, it's a self-correcting mechanism. He'll get pummeled in the midterms. He'll lose power completely the last 2 years. He won't be able to even turn the lights on without congressional approval. And you'll get the balancing. It'll be balanced out. It's the beauty of the system. Yeah. And your nationalist wing will rise. The Marjorie Taylor Greens will win their primaries or their elections. He's running a candidate against Massey and Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yeah.
And so I mean that there are your barometers for what the country's thinking.
Right. Wait, why is it based that he's running against Thomas Massey?
There's billions of dollars, APAC dollars, being put against Massey and Marjorie Taylor Greene, and that's what's happening. Essentially, that's what you're saying. Look at the slinky bud. Basically, Trump is going after the only people who go against APAC.
Trump is firmly planting his foot that he's on the Israel side of this schism. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
A super guy.
Now, whether that's whether he's controlled to do that, or whether he is just doing that out of pragmatism, I don't think you'll be able to tell.
It's highly pragmatic. It is
highly pragmatic. So you can't tell me whether it's just a good decision or influence of the external, pure influence by his controllers.
What's the pragmatism? You're just like, well, okay, that's it. There you go. You just lost. Like the conservatives, the problem with conservatives is that they make sure that people, in Canada more than the US, but it's the same. The conservatives, it seems like their job is to make sure that no one ever elects them.
But Rabbi, you are coming from an all or nothing position, and politicians, Trump, etc. It's all mercurial. And the truth is, whether Massey wins or loses or MTG, Trump doesn't give a fuck. He's the winner, no matter what. That guy is always going to win because Epstein is dead.
Why is he stepping into it now, John? That's the problem.
Well, he has to make it's a chessboard. It's a chessboard. He's got to move his pieces. This is a floating game. That's what I'm saying is like we can all spin our personal wheels analyzing this, but it's always going to change.
That's retarded. I'm sorry.
Look, you agree he chose now to jump firmly into it, right? With the Massey and Marjorie Taylor Greene. So he's now like suddenly jumping in, calling her Marjorie Taylor Brown. We're going to the next level now.
I'm freaking out. APAC is fun.
That's hilarious.
But that's what it is. They're freaking the fuck out.
I'm running against the guy that takes APAC money, and he didn't vote on the discharge petition. So, a lot of people didn't vote on the discharge petition. Hundreds of people didn't vote on it.
Look, bro, people see that's my issue, man. It's always been this way. That Trump was the only conservative. Let's say, forget the term Republican. He was the only one who didn't behave like that. But conservatives always have zero reading on the people. Zero. Like you have and now Trump is the same. You have your voter base, which clearly does not want loyalty to a foreign nation. It's very clear. Like time
will tell. If you're right, MAGA will dissolve. Going into the next election will be a massive, big primary field.
So this is the question: how could I be wrong?
I think you're wrong because he's just making a pragmatic decision. You think it's smart for him to go against the Jews?
Pragmatic yes.
Okay, how so? Just to make 20% of the country?
I mean, he's not going against the Jews. He's simply telling you, you know what? This is America. Maybe you should move to Israel. If you're welcome to stay here.
Okay, maybe that's his true feelings. But he has to take one side or another now.
Yeah, and this is the side you should take if you want to build on it.
There's no side of let's all settle down. It's either Jews are good or Jews are bad.
No, you can be a Jew who's loyal to the U.S. and if you're loyal to Israel, you're more than welcome to move to Israel. I mean, that's the beauty of mobility, right? Like I migrated. I'm an immigrant. you can also be an immigrant. There's nothing that stops you. You're more than welcome to move to Israel.
I mean, even Vance has been pretty heavy on some of the statements. We don't want to give open-ended help to Israel. They have to do better. They have given more moderate. There's been more anti-Israel statements from Trump than any other leader in history.
Look, if Vance is not capable of winning the election, first of all, right? He's a dipshit. But let's say he was to become president, he's going to change his tune immediately. He's not going to be criticizing Israel as president. Like, Israel will kick his ass if he even tried.
Yeah, no, he should not. Vance is not someone that should be president.
So you guys don't understand. This is a global community. And you think it's just Israel. It's not. It's American Jewry that have hundreds of billions of dollars, maybe even low trillion. So, your personal bias or bigotry or dislike of the J words, it's not like, I'm just telling you, dude, Clown House, as you have quoted and said many times, is a waste of fucking time.
I guess Lydia
He
left.
kicked me.
After we get to
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about her because I feel like you speak to her, but she's really disrespectful. And I'm trying to be in my soul, but she just brings the heart because she just.
that bullshit.
Okay.
Thank you very much, and on behalf of the Mod Squad nieces and nephews, we wish you much success on your road to recovery.
There's a couple.
Cora, I know that you might be still kind of, somewhat a little bit asleep working on the first cup of coffee, but it is our first story after the Jumbotron. And that is on America's infrastructure, Cora's field of expertise. Federal transportation officials announced a multi-year upgrade plan aimed at modernizing bridges, highways, and public transit systems across the entire country. The new program focuses on replacing aging bridges, improving traffic safety, and expanding broadband access into rural areas. Officials say nearly 70% of U.S. bridges are more than 50 years old, and modernization is overdue. Transportation leaders emphasize that the overhaul is designed to reduce commute times, prevent structural failures, and create engineering and construction jobs in dozens of states. Environmental plan.
You've got emotional, you got emotional issues to deal with, young man. I don't know what to tell you.
Ezra Klein had a good episode where he talked about California high-speed rail and how sometimes the intent of social justice and environmental justice policies actually gets in the way of actual social justice and environmental justice. So when it gets kind of weaponized by people that want to not have things done, so yeah, it's problematic.
Been here before, and
welcome to the show. It's a pleasure to have you here. What would you like to talk about?
I was looking, boys, about rules and regulations of a debate club, the technical legal aspect. I mean, what a waste of time for a grown man to spend week after week with a bunch of young African-American boys talking about the rules and regulations of how to have a debate. It perplexes the mind why a grown man is so lonely and bored that he's got to sit there and argue about the rules and regulations of a debate. And frankly, sir, I think it is pathetic.
Well, you know what? You got a good point, Butterfly, but I think the only thing more pathetic than that is somebody who's been on Clubhouse for a couple of years, has 50 to 100 profiles, and has the chutzpah to run for Congress and actually get people from Clubhouse to donate. That would be the only thing that's more pathetic. And that sounds great. Would you like to say anything else, Butterfly? Or are you good? Sounds like you're good. Okay. we're going to give you a first-class escort down to the VIP. Yeah, I think I got called that one to accuse me of being pathetic. Yeah, I would say worry about doesn't need to, but I have a full-time job. I've got a mortgage. I've got insurance payments, car payments.
Somebody's a
payments.
little
Support my family. Support my family. So what I do on Clubhouse, if you don't like it, that's fine. Most people.
Oh man.
Yeah, I have a question for you. I'm going to speak in code. Can I buy a domain? And replays are on.
You need permission, but if you're buying it on your own, I don't think you need my permission, do you?
We talked about it offline.
I remember.
The left is lower unless you're a freak.
There are lots of butterfly in the audience.
What kind of a man comes on this?
The left is lower unless you're a freak.
There are lots of butterfly in the audience.
What kind of a man comes on this fucking app day after day talking about the J words as if it actually does anything to improve your own personal life? How pathetic can a grown man be? Unbelievable. Grow up, young man. Get off of FetLife. Stop with your bullshit.
Glory to God for oxygen. Thank you that our brain works. Thank you.
He was at the club and he joined when they were ripping his ass.
Accurate.
Squatting laws now, depending on the name that you buy, it's actually illegal under the squatting laws.
So you're telling me hypothetically that if someone wanted to purchase either UncleSteve.com.
Oh, fuck. I didn't even know what I was going to say. It's fine. Nothing is that important. Voice, yeah, the voice. In grad school, they used to make us record our therapy sessions early on with everybody's consent. And we would have to watch those things, and we would get rated by two of our peers and a supervisor live for 45, 50-minute therapy sessions, where there was a camera facing the therapist, one camera facing the client, in the walls, like not hidden cameras. I mean, they're there. Everybody knows they're there. And then we would have to go back and watch them and rate ourselves. And then we would have to talk about it. It was the most grueling, painful thing I think I've ever been through in terms of, my level of, it was almost like, it's just too much self-awareness. It kind of fucked me up for a while. Being basically rated on how well I can
Shalom.
with other humans.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Oh. Danny, what are you doing this morning? You want to do a Toyra study with me?
I am smoking a joint. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Lama Tomara Kovu Tira Beria Hel Nisra Darki Me Adonai Umelo Darki Me Adonai Umelo Hai Mishpati Avor. And I forgot the rest.
See, Rabbona Shalom. I'm telling you, Danny, there is a power, there is an energy and an intelligence within you. You just have to focus and concentrate, and you can accomplish more than you can possibly imagine, Danny. You've got the power.
This November 1st was when that was this year, but we're still close. It's from Isaiah, and I didn't know until this app. I thought that it was from the Torah, but it was actually from some other place. I don't know anything about being Jewish, Imagine you're born just knowing everything about being whatever we were. Maybe life would be easier.
Hypnosis.
And when you realize that either you're hypnotizing yourself or you're hypnotizing others or you're being hypnotized by, enact what is called time management. And you will no longer engage in unnecessary communication because you will realize and you'll be free. Then you can start to use this app to do time management and essentially control your focus again. 358 followers? No. I have many other accounts, but none of them are like big. They've deleted all the big ones. Followers, and when somebody opens a room, if they don't have people power, it's like a tree falling in a forest. Nobody hears anything, just because the algorithm